Cao Cao emerged victorious from a decisive battle with Yuan Shao, becoming the most powerful individual in the land. He actively strove to establish hegemony over Hebei, and in turn, the entire land. The Sun clan fell into turmoil after being tragically deprived of their lord once again. However, with their combination of capable youth and dependable seniority, they were able to secure territory for the kingdom of Wu. Their future now lay in the hands of their young leader. Liu Bei had yet to establish his territory and could not realistically attempt to gain supremacy. But he focused on gaining something worthwhile out of his indecision. The turbulent sea of the era turned into a powerful whirlpool, and before long, into a violent torrent. Chapter 5. With Zhuge Liang's assistance, Liu Bei decides on a plan to gain power. A decisive battle is held at Chibi.
As of yesterday, Yuan Shao is no more.
But his sons now continue his legacy. They have set up a stronghold in Ji province.
Ji will not fall easily.
On the contrary, before his death, Yuan Shao made one fatal error.
Oh?
He didn't appoint a true successor. Isn't that right, Lord Jiashu?
Correct. And wars over succession are very common in such times. Yuan Shao knew as much, and I believe he intended for his youngest son, Yuan Sheng, to take over.
But he passed before he could set that in stone. The brothers have already begun fighting. It may make things easier than when Yuan Shao was alive.
Lord Goja.
Sorry I'm late. I may have had a little too much to drink last night. I found myself giving in to any number of temptations. I'm afraid my weaknesses were exploited.
How rare to see a mighty strategist in such a state.
Men are as surprising as the world around them. Who would have thought the Yuan family's grip on Hebei would end up so loose today? Several officers surrendered to us in Guandu. They may be able to help us take Hebei for ourselves.
Oh, it's you. Thank you. Leaving the House of Yuan was difficult, but I have long awaited this day. That ideal battlefield we spoke of. I believe joining you is the best way to find it. Though I may have once been your enemy, I am honored to now fight by your side. It is truly a pleasure. Let us fight bravely for Lord Cao Cao. Still, Lord Yuan Shao's children and the rest of his family remain in control of He. It is my hope that they will not be involved in our future battles. Especially knowing that Lord Yuan Shi's wife will protect the Yuan family at all costs. Oh, so you know of Lady Zhen too? Her reputation clearly precedes her. But do not be mistaken. I too am a man of war. Should they stand in our way, I will not hesitate to strike them down. However, in these troubled times, it does not do to be completely heartless.
Lord Shi Huang occasionally comes by to purchase gifts of appreciation for his troops.
Ah, you have perfect timing. I have just received a report. Liu Bei had been amassing forces in Runan and has now escaped to Jin. That province is known for its warriors. If Liu Bei is able to muster an army, he may become a threat. Then again, it's also possible he's already lying dead somewhere, and we're worrying for nothing. It seems Lord Cao Cao agrees. Ever since they joined forces to fight Louis Bu, Lord Cao Cao has been wary of Liu Bei. Not wary, excited perhaps, to see just how far he has come. Whatever happens, Liu Bei is always unpredictable. That is why we must prepare for any and all outcomes. We cannot waste any more time. We must strike while we can.
Lord Guojia, Lord Cao Cao wishes to speak with you.
Oh? To consult about the next offensive, perhaps? Let us go. You should come too. The whole army should know what we're doing.
Yuan Tun has sworn his allegiance?
We have just received word.
Yuan Tan is Yuan Shao's eldest son. He is locked in a power struggle with his brother, Yuan Shang. I imagine he hopes our strength can shift the battle in his favor.
I am certain he has plans to betray us sooner or later, but it will not happen right away. He will take advantage of us for a while yet, as he waits for the opportune moment.
Then we should take advantage of Yuan Tan in return and attack the stronghold in Ye.
Not a bad idea. He has a great deal of knowledge about Ye. The attack shouldn't take long.
Very well. Let it be done. But we must keep an eye on Yuan Tan. Guojia, I'll leave that to you.
Understood.
Lord Li Dian may be friendly.
The number of men gathered under Lord Cao Cao's banner increases by the day.
I'm surprised to hear that the young ones don't.
Lord Eugene is way too strict. They say a bunch of his soldiers ran off on him.
They say some officers and members of the Yuan family have joined.
Well now, what are you up to at this hour? Preparing for the next battle. I want to take Ye as quickly as possible. That is why I'm having trouble sleeping. Do we try to infiltrate the enemy ranks? Lay siege to their stronghold? The more I consider our attack on Ye, the more strategies come to me. Just seeing your face has made me realize which path we should take. Just like that, the impregnable Ye will fall. Now I just need you to execute my plan. I know you will do well.
And so I find myself face to face with a traitor.
They had hoped a familiar face might be a comfort to you, Lord Yuan Tan.
They were sorely mistaken. One man cannot serve two lords. And you turned your back on my father to serve Cao Cao. I once thought of you as loyal, Zhang He. Clearly, I was mistaken.
I will accept whatever insults you give. But in this next battle, I hope you will allow me to fight by your side. If something were to happen to you, then I truly would never be able to face Lord Yuan Shao.
Empty words.
He sees me as a traitor. It is only natural. Even so, Lord Cao Cao is my commander now, and as one of his officers, I shall follow only his orders. So for now, I will pull back from Lord Yuan Tan's side. I wish you good fortune in the battles to come.
Well, is everyone here?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
With me here, I suppose our victory is all but assured.
Now go. We will bring an end to the House of Yuan. Claim the lands of Hebei for ourselves. We must win this battle.
I see it. Come when you will, Cao Cao. I'll tear your ranks asunder.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We will proceed as planned, by sending a detachment on an alternate path. Our main force will wait at the riverbank to draw the enemy's attention. But
The enemy
time will
officer
be of the essence during our initial advance. Lord Chuyo, we need you to move as swiftly as possible.
We advance.
Let's go. Believe this.
The enemy officer
Such great
has been
strength.
defeated.
Pull it back for now. Oh, you've done well.
Can't the enemy do better than that?
We seem to be evenly matched. We'll have to work hard to gain the upper hand.
Looking rough.
Can't the enemy do better than that?
Let's go.
We've positioned ourselves behind the enemy just as planned. Now we begin our assault.
A little rash to be charging it alone for the sake of balance. I guess you want to die. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
They've gotten around us already. Rush out and meet them.
The enemy officer
Well played,
has
Lord
been defeated.
Chuyo. Swift and precise as usual. Our main force can now cross the river and move into position for an all-out assault.
Go!
Lord Cao Cao's main force is on the move. Lord Yuan Tan, we should go before we get left behind.
We'll provide help too.
I require no such instruction. Onward, men! Begin advancing!
I've been waiting for this. The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory. The enemy officer
Yes,
has been
very good.
defeated.
We have established a foothold for the siege. This is where we'll build our towers to get us over the walls.
Is everyone ready? Then follow me!
Let's go.
We're not letting Cao Cao's forces step one foot inside these walls. Load the catapults! Release!
Let's go.
Their defenses are solid. I'd expect nothing less of a stronghold of Yuan. The catapults on the walls are the largest obstacle. We'll deal with their catapults by using some of our own. Can I count on you to secure a base for us to deploy them?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We will now deploy the base towers and infiltrate the castles. We must work together to clear a path to the walls.
That went well. Now that we have secured a base, we can prepare the catapults.
Let's go. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Looking rough.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Dogs.
The enemy officer
Cao Cao's forces are fierce and relentless. The East Gate will not hold for much longer.
All my might.
Even if we maintain our defenses, how much longer can we hold out? This battle drags on.
The enemy
what will happen to
officer
the people of
has been defeated.
The officers defending the south side are losing morale. It probably won't take much more to get them to surrender.
Then I will lead an attack on the southern bases. Put that theory to the test.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this! Let's go! With all my might. All my might! The resistance is futile. Leave this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I knew I could
The
count
enemy
on
officer
you. A
has
true
been defeated.
warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
My ambition cannot be stopped.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
That's one more stepping stone on my path to true light.
Let's go.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself.
Witness our plans in action.
Take it! Let's go!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Mission territory is ours. I hope they will surrender. But even if they don't, we'll still have the bases to use as a foothold for the siege.
I've had enough. I surrender to Cao Cao.
Seems there's no more we can do. Looking rough.
It seems that our time is coming to an end. All those who wish to flee should leave the castle right away. You do not need to die in vain.
If Our Lady is staying, then so are we. You have taught us what truly matters. Joy and pride of fighting.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
My brave soldiers.
You'll accept this, won't you?
We will stand against tyranny with determination and pride in our hearts. An unfitting end.
The enemy officer
It is my fate
has
to
been
fall with
defeated.
the House of Yuan. Please, accept the surrender of my soldiers.
The enemy officer
You have not tried
been
to cling
defeated.
to your lineage or status. Lone flower, you remain dignified and determined. I am not so foolish as to destroy a creature of such beauty.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Proven your worth in Battle of Thousandfold.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
A little rash to be charging out alone for the sake of valor. I guess you want to die.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. That's one more stepping stone on my path to true might.
Well done. Order all battalions to storm the castle.
Let's go.
Now advance!
We'll stay at the wall and guard your back. Lord Cao Cao, teach my younger brother a lesson in humility.
Let's go.
I am the true heir of the noble house of Yuan. I will continue Yuan Shao's quest to become the supreme ruler of the land.
All my might.
You are nothing without your lineage and your father's name. Boasting is just about all you are good for.
Believe this. The enemy officer have neither the wit nor the talent to stand for yourself. You deserve to be defeated.
Amazing. You are a swift and deadly warrior. Let's go. Good eye.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
With all my might. Good eye.
The enemy officer has been
Solid
defeated.
stratagem. I challenge you to battle.
Got you. Let's go. With all my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
am still alive. I will survive and revive the House of Yuan.
Oh, so now you reveal the strength of your will.
Cao Cao. I thought he would meet his end at Guandu. But here he is, bringing down the House of Yuan. He is dangerous.
This is your attendant.
I will have to destroy him when the time is right.
This is the same magic the Yellow Turbans were using.
I will keep them engaged until Yuan Shang is able to escape. Then I will make for the north and lure Cao Cao into following.
Yuan Shang is defeated, and Cao Cao has his back to me. This is my chance to reclaim glory! The true heir of the honorable house of Yuan is none other than me! Onward, soldiers! Bring down Cao Cao! Take this!
Yuan Tang, you've done just as we expected. Now, the real battle begins.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Zhang, you knew everything. You came with me all this way? Out of my way!
I am afraid I can't do that. I am an officer in the service of Cao Cao, you see.
You have become quite formidable. Make your way to the lands of the north. I'll be waiting.
You're a part of Cao Cao's army now. I won't make him regret taking us in.
Begin the advance! With all my might. I shall put an end to you with my intellect!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Failure!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I cannot fall here! The House of Yuan will...
The House of Yuan will never rise again. Yuan Shao. I will take all that you left behind and continue on my path to supremacy.
Zuluan, I'll be waiting for you in the north. Come to me, and bring Cao Cao with you.
The heart of the sacred bird has grown still and cold. The young boy grew to be a man, and over the years, grief and remorse gave way to rage and hatred. Wandering the boundless world, searching for the purest revenge, thirsting and starved, bleeding from the body as well as the soul. And then he came upon the people of the north. But how could you possibly fathom what lies within his heart? How can one who has forgotten everything possibly see into the mind of one who remembers everything? The path upon which you both tread has been divided into two. Now, there is only one way to reach the end, through your shared trust and mutual resolve.
An assassin. I see. And here in Baima, no less. Was Lord Cao Cao truly the target? Thinking about what he said, I do not think that they are targeting Lord Cao Cao. Come to think of it, perhaps the true target was Lord Cao Cao's most valuable possession. The Emperor, and through him, the Han. We can only guess at the assassin's ultimate aim, given the uncertain connection between the two of you. But it's clear that they meant to stop Lord Cao Cao's rise to power. This cannot go unaddressed. We need to put a stop to this, and fast.
I knew Yuan Shao since we were children. We used to always get into trouble together. We would break into the nobles' houses, and if we were discovered, one of us would take the other by the hand, and off we'd run. And now I will cut down the son of that dear friend. The road to Dominion is a bloody one indeed. Not at all. If I started regretting my actions, I would cease to be Cao Cao. And yet, I still think fondly of my former friend. Perhaps that is my weakness. I have made kindling of my ties with officers, family, and friends. But this last weakness refuses to burn. How ridiculous. Yuan Shao. Soon I will take everything from you. I will not ask you not to hate me. But for as long as I live, I will not look back. I will forget you all and carry on. Regrets and apologies can wait until the next life. Zluan, let's go. The next battle will end this feud with the Yuan clan.
Lady Jen, I'm glad to see you safe.
Well, I'm not sure safe is the word I would use to describe the current situation. Perhaps it would have been better if I had fallen in battle. Yet, I have survived and surrendered to our enemy. Or rather, Lord Cao Cao ensured my survival so that he might use me as a tool to bring the Yuan troops to heel.
Be that as it may, I'm certain the Yuan clan is glad for your survival. The flower that blooms in adversity is all the more beautiful. And it is a staggering beauty at that. Enchanting even from afar.
How little you have changed. But you may be right. Perhaps they're glad I'm still...
Lady Jen.
We have little choice but to accept our fate in these troubled times. But I would like a little more time to come to terms with my own fate. To bloom in adversity, we must first survive. That is my mission now.
Everyone's always talking about Lord Cao.
Lord Yuan Tan is dead, and Lord Yuan Shang has fled with his brother, only to be betrayed by the other lords and taken in by the Yu Huan. No one could have predicted any of this. When Lord Yuan Shao died, all of Ji mourned his loss. The fact that the Yu Huan accepted Lord Yuan Shao's sons shows just how much they respected him. So little time has passed since his death, but Ji has changed completely. It makes one wonder, if Lord Cao Cao were to fall, how would it shake not just the capital, but the entire realm? Death is inevitable. All men face it one day. But the wise ones know to prepare for such things, and leave behind a legacy. And perhaps that highlights Lord Yuan Shao's foolishness, in a sense. Or maybe his idealism. I do not believe he ever dared to consider his own defeat. If Lord Yuan Shao had given thought to what might happen after his death... Well, I think that's enough sentimentality for today. Besides, I have severed those ties. The Yuan clan is now just another enemy.
Well, look who it is. It's quite the coincidence. Like you, I have come to join Lord Cao Cao's forces. From one birdcage to another. But enough of that. We should take joy in our reunion. Do forgive the sudden question, but what kind of person is Lord Cao Cao? Forgive me. I don't mean to trouble you. I was merely looking for advice. I should have died in the last battle, but Lord Cao Cao allowed me to live. What could that possibly mean? I am certain that my next step forward will reveal itself as soon as I find the answer. But where should that step lead me? That is something I must find out for myself.
I wonder, whatever happened to the young lady who married into the Yuan family?
Hello there. I've returned once again.
Ah, Lord Guojia! We've been expecting you. Please, take a seat. Drink your fill.
Thank you. I think I will.
Lord Guojia, are you all right?
Yes. It's nothing. You mentioned a seat?
Oh, yes.
Lord Guojia, I've been looking for you.
Lord Chunyo.
The meeting is about to begin, so we should head back.
Ah, and I was just getting settled. Oh well. Sorry. I'll have that drink another time.
Lord Guojia. So Yuanshang and his brother Yuanqi have fled north to the land of the Wuhan.
Then they will not be able to rally their forces again.
Right. The Yuan family has lost favor with the nobility. They are no longer of concern to us. So I suggest we head south to face Liu Biao and Liu Bei right away.
I have no objections to that. Lord Guojia, do you have anything to say?
I think we should eliminate both the Wuan and the Yuan brothers right here.
Why do you say that?
We have taken the 4 provinces of Hebei, but we are still struggling to maintain control. Yuan Shao may have lost the support of the nobility, but the people still adore him. The Yuan accepting Yuan Shang into their ranks is proof of that.
But, Lord Goja...
The Yuan have a fearsome cavalry. If Yuan Shang ever does return, he will pose a great threat, especially if he rallies the remainder of the Yuan clan.
Even putting aside the likelihood of Yuan Shang's return, the Hun's cavalry is not to be ignored.
But consider, what if we were to persuade them to join us, like we did with the Qing troops? They would help us take out our future foes, like Liu Biao and Liu Bei. Defeating the enemy right in front of us will help secure our future. We must defeat the Yuan if we are ever to truly rule Hebei. Lord Cao Cao?
Very well, Guojia. Let's see how your plan plays out.
As you wish.
What did you think of Lord Goja's demeanor in the meeting earlier? Please, be honest.
I thought so too. That harried manner was very unlike him.
It seemed to me that Lord Goja was unsettled. And that cough. Perhaps he is not feeling well.
With his weak constitution, I fear he would not survive the extreme cold in the land of the Yuan. But given his strong will, I highly doubt we could convince him not to accompany our forces to the battlefield.
We must bring the battle to a quick and decisive end. Then leave Wuhuan territory as soon as possible.
We are going to have to move our troops even faster than Lord Goja has recommended. And we cannot do so without your help.
By the by, don't you know a doctor? Would you be able to introduce him to Lord Guojia? I say that, but I know he likes to enjoy every possible moment. He will not do anything he doesn't want to. I suspect that any advice we offer may be brushed aside.
Guojia.
Lord Cao Cao? Is the plan not to your liking?
No, it's not that. I was just thinking that I would like to speak with you.
All right then. Shall we go have a drink?
No. Here will be fine.
If I may ask, why did you agree to the plan? Lord Shunyo and the others felt there was nothing to be gained from it.
It's true. There is no real need to defeat Yuan Shang. If I were a strategist, I would have agreed with them. But you spoke up against them. You are not one to do so without purpose.
You're putting an incredible amount of faith in me. Jin Province is a vital conduit for people and supplies alike. We must control it if we want to keep control of the rest of our territory. In other words, Jin is the key to your ascension.
But taking Jing is not what you suggested.
I believe we need to establish our current position before taking our next step. The realm's greatest warriors all have Jin in their sights right now. Even if we were to take it, we would not be able to hold it for long. Which is why we should leave Jin for now and concentrate on keeping our hold on Hebei.
Guo Jia,
Yes,
you're flustered.
human life is short. So lose yourself to pleasure. Share wine with friends. Fall in love with beautiful things. Such is the life led by Guo Jia.
In that case, my friend, allow me to join you for a while.
By all means, this tavern has everything we could possibly need.
Lord Yuan Shao loved his kids, to the point
Being hungry keeps you in low spirits. Come and grab something to eat.
Lord Guo Jia, you're here. When you were supposed to be resting. I drink when I want to, and enjoy myself when the desire strikes. That is how you find pleasure in life. You should try it sometime, Master Yuan Hua. There's more to life than what you can learn in your books.
You have me there, I admit. But no matter. I truly enjoy my work. Besides, just as a ruler who doesn't listen to his subjects is doomed to fail, a sick person who wants to die cannot be saved. So if you must focus solely on enjoying yourself, I'd ask that it wait until after you've recovered.
Well, when you put it that way...
Lord Guo Jia, you really should listen to what he tells you.
Lord Dian Wei.
Almost dying at one castle taught me something. Wanting to give your life for a cause is a fine motivator. But wanting to live for that cause makes you even stronger. Especially if you want to see the world Lord Cao Cao will create.
The world he'll create? Fine, fine. I'll turn in. For now. I won't be able to enjoy myself with you two pestering me anyway. Very demanding people indeed. It certainly is cold here. At this rate, it may be snowing even in Ye by the time we return from battle. I like the snow. I enjoy watching it fall as I drink. Though, when I mentioned it to that friend of yours, he told me to stop neglecting my health. You certainly associate with some demanding people. I suppose. He's young, but he is an excellent doctor. I hear he has even treated Lord Cao Cao. Still, no one knows one's own body better than one's self. Oh, that reminds me. I meant to ask, when the battle is over and we return to Ye, will you have a drink with me while watching the snow fall? I'm looking forward to it already. Let's bring the House of Yuan to an end, quell the Yuan, and return to Ye with all haste. I don't want to miss the snow.
The time has finally come. I'm certain we will meet Lord Yuan Shi on the battlefield.
And I have steeled myself. What is my mission? What would you have me do here? I will hesitate no longer, even if I must face my husband and former allies in battle.
Astounding! Your nobility is as breathtaking as your beauty. Even I must confess my admiration for you. But to say any more would be mere flattery. From this moment on, we fight side by side as soldiers in Cao Cao's army.
Agreed. Now let us bring the House of Yuan to an end. Such is the duty placed upon us.
Right.
Listen. With me here, I suppose our victory is all but assured. Now go.
In this battle, we will eliminate the remaining threats to our influence in Hebei.
Let's give it to them.
Bring down Yuan Shang to secure the region.
Begin the attack.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Our forces are exhausted from marching all this way. We should focus on achieving the swiftest victory possible. Lord Xu Huai's
The enemy officer
fellow Lord
has been
Qian
defeated.
Chou to the western summit. But
This
we must do so without
is
alerting
ours.
Yuan Shi's forces to your presence.
Begin advancing.
Your connection to the House of Yuan makes you the perfect equal.
Take this.
Would you be willing to play the role?
Yes, without question. They will keep their eyes on us.
Advance down.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
So you've pursued me this far north. Very well.
This
I
territory
will atone for my
is
failure
ours.
at Yen. All of you, listen up. The enemy is far from home and has grown weary. Strike them relentlessly. Give them no time to rest.
We march at once. Now we march forward. Lord Yuan Shao was good to us in the past. Pay that debt without blood. Start the advance.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I don't care who you are. You'll never lay a finger on Lord Cao Cao. I'll fight you all at once.
The House of Yuan and the Wu Huan, both fierce opponents in their own right. The remnants of Yuan Shao's forces have some fight in them yet. Guo Jia, I'm counting on you.
Lord Yuan Shi, that's as far as you go. I, Zheng He, will stop you in your tracks.
I thought the two of you might try to stand in my way. My apologies, but you know I cannot allow you to interfere.
Yes, I am well aware. To each their own path.
There we go. Start the advance. Let's go. Now we march forward.
The enemy officer has been
It's
defeated.
been quite a battle out there. Let's return every slight in kind. 100-fold.
Looking rough. In this here. Take this. Let's go.
I've been waiting. The enemy officer has been defeated. Now. This territory
is ours.
Good. Everything should be ready now. Next, I'll have to bring the rear guard over this way.
Yes, very good. Everything has gone according to plan so far. Our next move is to take the shortcut and put a knife to the throat of the enemy.
Looking rough.
You will go no further. This place will be your grave, Cao Cao.
We march at once! Begin advancing!
I cannot stop them.
Outstanding. They have all exceeded my expectations. Our soldiers are charging forth like lightning. It won't be long before the battle is won.
The enemy doesn't seem to have noticed us yet. As soon as our men are ready, we should take the Wuhan forces by surprise.
And I judge the situation poorly.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Things may not end well for us at this rate.
Here you are, right on time. Things had taken a turn for the worse.
I can't lose like this. I can't die like this. I need to retreat.
Well done, Warja. Show me how quickly you can eliminate the enemy. You appear when you're most needed. That is a talent in itself.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this!
You'll accept this, won't you?
Seems to have gained the upper hand.
The enemy officer
tide is turning in our favor.
Time to act.
None other could accomplish such feats.
The enemy officer has been
Continue to
defeated.
perform in this manner.
Take this.
Looking rough.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go. Take this! Let's go. The enemy officer
of the Three
has been defeated.
Obliterate you!
I see it.
Every victory serves to make me that much stronger.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
A little rash to be charging in alone for the sake of valor. Just you want to die.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You'll accept this, won't you?
officer has been defeated.
This territory is ours. Let's go.
Yet another officer bows before me.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Time has come. The enemy will fall before our superior skill. Take this.
We're under attack! Behind us!
Take this.
Keep it together, men!
The enemy officer has been
Losing
defeated.
ground! What else we can do? We must seek
The
aid
enemy
from the
officer
UN class!
has been defeated.
Got this.
We cannot allow the Yuan and Yuan Shang to join forces. Can you stop them?
Take it.
Looking rough.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Guess we won. We're no match for the Han after all.
Looking rough.
Damn! Like this. Can't get too far ahead. Stop here and see how things shake out.
This is the place. Commence the charge. Lord Guojia has set the stage for us to end this battle. We cannot let his efforts go to waste. We must fight bravely and defeat the enemy.
Victory is ours! Let the enemy taste defeat! Charge! Attack like a surging wave! Make haste with preparations!
Gotcha! With all my might. Let's go!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You are now a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Is the restoration of the House of
The
Yuan
enemy
an
officer
impossible
has
dream?
been defeated.
Father, I had failed you.
You could not have achieved such a victory without all of your wisdom and bravery. Well done.
We won even more quickly than I had expected. The journey doesn't seem so tiring now, even for me.
There's a fog coming in. You should withdraw immediately. What's this? Do my senses deceive me? This reminds me of the magic of the yellow turbans.
Even after luring Cao Cao this far north, he has managed to survive. I will have to eliminate him myself!
Let's go.
This fog is concerning. As a guardian of peace, I think you are best suited to handle matters here.
There you are, Zuluan. You're hell-bent on standing in my way, aren't you? Then,
better ready yourself.
You'd best be prepared to fight. This is our destiny, as guardians of peace. Cao Cao believes it is his right to rule over others, as the guardian of Emperor Xiao. Why do you follow such a fool? Do you truly think the reign of the Han should continue? Their power, all they have done is oppress the weak and sow discord. This my last. Why don't you remember? How can you? Do you mean to kill me, Zuluan? It would be a fitting end. But the Han will not survive. A new era is inevitable. Even if I am defeated, others will come to finish what I have started. You fool. Cao Cao and the Han stand opposed to peace in our world. As long as you are with them, we cannot travel the same path. I do not yet have the strength to defeat Cao Cao. If you won't kill me here, then my only choice is to flee for now. Do you remember the words Juha uttered before her death? Do they still echo in your soul? Live and create the world we dreamed of. If you really believe Cao Cao is a true hero that we can trust to bring our dreams to fruition, then do what you must to make me believe it. But the moment he strays from that path and is deemed unworthy of our trust, the Guardians of Peace will bring him to ruin, no matter how long it takes. Never forget that. Farewell, Zuluan. May we one day fly together.
Those who have been long divided must unite, while those who have been long united must diverge. Thus has it always been for empires and their people alike. Guardian of peace, the time has come to part ways. One will champion heroes, striving to bring peace to the world. The other will lurk in the shadows, keeping the heroes true to their path. That is the new way of the Guardians of Peace. And us shall our purpose be fulfilled. This is the last time I appear before you. Well, it is said that the founders of our order were mystical beings. That they had the faces of children, with hair as white as snow, and eyes as blue as the surface of a frozen lake, and that no number of years could ever age them. Zuluan, you must go now. Let your eyes guide you along your true path, and carry all that has been entrusted to you.
Well fought, all of you.
It was an honor, my lord.
I'm just glad we could be of use.
Lord Guojia, you do not look well. We are lucky the weather is still so mild. Let us return to Yi with all haste while we still can.
Guojia. Fluttering snowflakes to complement a drink. How elegant.
Will you join me?
Guojia. You are splendid indeed.
This evening shall be cold. Please, take care of yourself.
Close my eyes, and I can see the skies of Jing. And in the back of my mind, various stratagems take shape.
Lord Goja!
Why?
The man assigned to watch over you reported to us, saying you would be sure to go out in the snow, and that we should ensure you kept warm. Honestly, I feel as if I'm dealing with a child.
You've all come here just to...
From Ye, on horseback at full speed.
Let us discuss our plans inside. We aren't about to let you slip away without a word.
So you wish to take action, then?
Lord Li Dian may be friendly and approachable, but he's quite the intellectual.
I would like to talk with you. Do you have a moment? Thank you. Well, it's about my future. I have decided to step down from my role as a strategist. If we are able to defeat Yuan Shang and the Wuan at Mt.Bailang and establish the foundations for our kingdom, then my work will be done. At least I had hoped it would be. However, Lord Dian Wei and Master Yuan Hua have led me to change my mind. I've decided I want to live, to see with my own eyes the world Lord Cao Cao will create. I've been ordered not to overdo it and to look after myself. From now on, I will do exactly that, as an officer without an official posting. You think so? I still have my doubts. After all, it is not a way of living that I'm accustomed to. But when I think about being just another officer, free to spread my wings, well, it sounds right somehow. I'd be just like you. In fact, I've already spoken to Lord Cao Cao. From now on, I will work from the shadows, serving secretly as Lord Cao Cao's eyes, ears, and blade. I suspect we may well find ourselves working together. Often. I trust we will continue to be friends and comrades.
Lord Shi Huang occasionally comes by to purchase gifts of appreciation for his troops.
Forgive me for the sudden intrusion. Yes, that's right. I'm glad to see you again. A lot has happened since we last met. Would you be willing to listen to my story? I was a wandering swordsman, and Lord Liu Bei took me under his wing. He placed his trust in me, a nobody, and made me a strategist. In return, I worked as hard as I could to justify that trust. It wasn't long before my efforts were noticed by Lord Cao Cao. I was half forced to become his vassal, and thus here I am. truth be told, it's a story that I'm not yet ready to tell. Perhaps when time passes and the resentment fades, I'll be ready. What weighs the heaviest on me is knowing that I abandoned Lord Liu Bei. He trusted me, and I owe him a great deal. But there are better men than me in Jing. The sleeping dragon and fledgling phoenix, for example. With such men at his side, ready to serve and fight for him, Lord Liu Bei will surely start to amass power and move up in the world. Then, sooner or later, he and Lord Cao Cao will become adversaries. When the fateful moment comes, I wonder if I will be able to fight the man I respect more than any other. Listen to me, Prattle. Forgive me. I suspect I'll be like this the next time we meet, too. My apologies in advance.
The number of men gathered under Lord Cao Cao's banner increases by the day. Joyous news indeed.
It's been a long road, thinking back on it. We defeated Changjiao, brought down Dongzhuo, vanquished Yuan Shu, Luibu, and Yuan Shao too. I knew from the beginning that this war of conquest Cao Cao chose would require us to eliminate our rivals. But somehow along the way, the world has changed. Yes, well, perhaps you wouldn't. When you spend your days in the thick of battle, there's not much chance to lift your head from the fray and see the world at large. The North has practically been brought to heel. Now it's time to turn to the South. Our next battle.
My lords, it is almost time. Everyone is gathering in the war room.
Fine. We'll be right there.
With Yuan Shang's defeat, Hebei is now firmly in our hands. Soon it will be time to march on Jing.
Jing is the key. Whatever else happens, the man who controls that region can control the entire realm.
Liu Biao is ineffectual, a weak leader. But he has Liu Bei at his side.
Liu Bei, of course.
You look pleased, my lord.
Yes. From the beginning, I thought he might be the one with the ability to stop me. For a while, it seemed he had given up, lost his appetite for the fight. But it appears that is no longer the case.
I've been thinking this for some time now. But you're actually fond of him, aren't you?
Well, he has something that I don't.
What's that?
The power to move people with emotion rather than reason. That makes him unpredictable, and all the more dangerous for it. I must defeat him. Until I do, my rule will never truly be secure. Xiahodun, I want you to take an advance force into Jing.
Understood.
You too. I want you to go with him. You know Liu Bei better than any of us. Perhaps you'll know how best to defeat him.
Lord Shichu started a field nearby. Okay, quiz time. What post did...
They say Lord Cao Cao didn't...
By the by, we have received reports that Liu Bei has employed a new military strategist. Have you heard about this? There have been rumors of some kind of famous hermit living in Jing. Supposedly, he has talented disciples. One is called the Sleeping Dragon, the other, the Fledgling Phoenix. I believe one of the two, either the Sleeping Dragon or Fledgling Phoenix, now serves Liu Bei as a strategist. Perhaps you know this already, but I mention it just in case. My intuition is usually right about this kind of thing. Jing has been long known to attract the best warriors. I hope we can convince them to join our cause. If Liu Bei does indeed have a military strategist, it may complicate things significantly. All the more reason, of course, for us to strike while the iron is hot, and march into Jing.
Everyone here? Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Victory on the battlefield is worth any cost.
Go and get them. Once we take Jing, the supremacy of Cao Cao will be close at hand. To battle! Cut down all who stand in our way!
I believe in the wisdom and bravery of my people. We will stop the rampage of Cao Cao's forces together!
It is just as Lord Zhuge said. Archers, let your arrows fill the sky!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We won't last long with these arrows raining down on us. I am fully prepared for this battle. I ask that you do not hold back. There they are! Just like Lord Zhuge Liang told us.
I failed.
They're ambushing us here? We must have taken our offensive too far.
They set a trap for us. This won't be as easy as I'd hoped.
The enemy has stopped our allies from advancing. There's nothing in our way, so let's go.
This may be too much for us to handle.
Everyone, fall back!
I can't take another step.
The enemy officer
I'm starting to get
has been defeated.
At this rate.
There's no way you can catch up, so don't bother chasing me.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Amazing. You are a
The
swift
enemy
and
officer
deadly warrior.
has been defeated.
Hey, thanks for the help. But we took quite a beating. I think we'll pull back for now.
Let's go.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good. My power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
Settle here!
Let's go. I've been waiting for this.
Their
The
ranks are
enemy
coming
officer
apart at the center.
has been defeated.
Exploit
This
the weakness with
territory
relentless force.
is ours.
Let's march!
There's something off about how this is playing out. And I'm usually right about this sort of thing.
I'm afraid I've got no choice but to fall back.
Yeah! I go on you am joining the fray. We will turn the tide of this battle ourselves.
Time for us to head out too. We ought to do just as the tactician tells us. No matter how irritating it is.
All my might.
Unprepared.
The enemy officer
As long as we
has
take
been
out the
defeated.
Yubei, the reinforcements will not matter. We'll punch through the center of their lines and settle this at last.
Whoa. I just felt a sense of foreboding. Lord Yujin, we should go fight off the reinforcements.
Let us be vigilant, as we do
The
not
enemy
have time
officer
to handle anything
has been
unexpected.
Begin the advance.
Let's go.
I know now how ill-prepared I was. I will retreat.
I have crushed this enemy officer beneath me! Let's go. Let's go. Take this. Let's go. Let's give it. I've been waiting for this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Our bond shall not be shaken by this battle. Let us clash blades without regret.
We must find a way to overcome this situation.
Turn the tables.
Being near you.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Don't pay attention to what I'm saying.
How shameful, Lord Zhugu Liang. I have failed to bring your plan to fruition.
I've utterly failed. I must have lost my focus.
With all my might. You're mine!
What is this? The enemy officer.
Damn it, what am I doing? Now I'll look like a fool for arguing with that tactician.
The enemy
I don't feel
officer
that sense of
has
foreboding
been defeated.
anymore. I think we stopped whatever it was that they were planning. Thank you so much for believing in me.
We might have taken too long in regrouping. We must go and assist our allies! Right away!
Zhao Yun will halt your advance toward Lord Liu Bei.
go! I've been waiting for this.
Go on.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Now, this territory is ours.
So, they managed to work out my plan. No matter. This fight is not yet over.
Take this.
Very well.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Neither my heart nor my spear have broken. We shall meet
The
again.
enemy officer has been defeated.
I shall put an end to you with my intellect!
We never stood much chance of winning here. But it matters not. I will resist with every sliver of strength that remains in me.
Let's go. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Must fall back.
Well done! Most impressive! Take this! Got you! You're finished! Let's go! Take this! Rough.
You are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
That will be enough. The advance of Cao Cao's forces will now slow.
I am ready.
I'm done. The enemy officer has been defeated.
We have done what we can. I only hope that we've bought enough time to defend Jing.
We've emerged victorious. But that was too close. Looks like Liu Bei has gained a formidable asset. This is taking longer than it should. They've been flexible and adaptable, deploying their forces in ways that play to their strengths. I'm loath to admit it, but they're a formidable foe.
And it seems that with every fight, their individual forces appear to be growing stronger. Liu Bei's army is nothing like the stories we've heard. Can this military strategist of theirs, this Zhuge Liang, be making such a difference?
I think so. Cao Cao said that Liu Bei's greatest strength is his ability to sway people with emotion. Now that Zhuge Liang is working for them, something might have changed in Liu Bei's heart, and the hearts of those who follow him.
A warrior's fighting spirit and his heart are one and the same. A weapon wielded without passion is mere tempered iron. But a weapon guided by a fighting spirit is terrifying, even in the hands of a child.
If you say so. I prefer to leave such thoughts to the philosophers while men like us focus on action. So let's bring back a full report on the battle and let Cao Cao and his strategists muse over the explanations, eh?
Have you heard? They say there's a...
So this is about Zhuge Liang.
Yes. You're old acquaintances, aren't you? Can you tell me about him? What kind of man is he?
Eccentric without question, but also a genius of the highest order. I'm clever enough, I won't deny it, but I could never match the depth of his understanding and insights.
A genius, huh? Can you tell me more?
Huh. How about a story? This was a long time ago, back when we were students. There was a group of us, including myself and Zhuge Liang. We were discussing our futures, and Zhuge Liang was telling us what we would become. You'll be a governor, you were regional official, and so on. He doled out our destinies with a look of amusement. Then one of our classmates interrupted and asked, "What about you?" Zhuge Liang stopped, turned to our classmate and said, "Me? Why, I'll become neither governor nor magistrate. I'll be the next Guanzhong. Or maybe Yue Yi."
He said that? Guanzhong was the chancellor of Qi, and Yue Yi, the military ruler of Yan. They are great heroes of the past, each truly singular.
My classmate scoffed at his reply. After all, he couldn't be serious, could he? He was a mere scribe, just like them. But now, years later, here we are. The classmates who laughed at Zhuge Liang have gone on to do exactly as he foretold.
Sounds like it was more than guesswork on his part.
When my classmates claimed that he was just making random guesses, he laughed at them. Will he go down in history as a peerless military strategist? I truly believe he has the skills to make that happen. But only one man truly knows him and understands his genius. The fledgling phoenix, Pan Tong.
I see. Our military strategists are clever men, masters of their trade. But it seems he may be at another level entirely.
I heard he has been living as a hermit, holed up somewhere. It would not be an easy task to speak with him.
Lord Cao Cao said that Liu Bei's strength was his ability to sway people with emotion, yes? Perhaps this alliance is proof of that. Thank you for telling me this. It's given me another headache, to be sure. But it's always better to be informed.
We've been victorious in the initial stage of our invasion of Jin, but I suspect we may yet face a challenge.
This Zhuge Liang, the sleeping dragon as they call him, is a worthy adversary. We drove Liu Bei out of Runan and into Jing province. A victory, yes, but one which we may come to regret in the coming weeks.
But Liu Bei has not taken control of Jing. After Liu Biao succumbed to his illness, his son Liu Song inherited the province. A blessing in disguise, you might say.
Liu Bei should have taken the chance to seize the province for himself, but luckily for us, he is not that sort of man. He let the opportunity slip by. No matter how many geniuses he gathers around himself, ultimately, he lacks true ruthlessness. In a way, it's one of his strengths, but also his greatest weakness.
Indeed. It's been a recurring pattern across his career. Because of it, he's never managed to seize a land to serve as his base. If he ever did, if he were to become the ruler of a province, then he would be a major threat.
Yes, I agree. Shishu, do you have counsel for me?
No, my lord. Not at this time.
Then I shall send a great army to quash Liu Bei now, lest he turn Jing into a fortress. We must slay the serpent before it can gather the clouds around it and become a dragon.
Liu Thong was surprisingly quick to make his decision. He hung his head and surrendered as soon as he realized his cause was lost.
Liu Bei and his people escaped from Xiangyang. Now he is heading for Jiangxia, no doubt to appeal for aid from Liu Qi, Liu Song's older brother.
Liu Bei and his people? That is unusual for both the leader and the peasants who willingly follow him.
Not for Liu Bei. He has the power to sway people to his will. It is not surprising he is able to command such loyalty.
I would scarce believe it possible, but the evidence is there before us, and I cannot deny it. Now quickly, gather your best men and go after him. We cannot let him reach Jiangxia under any circumstances.
Victory on the battlefield is worth any cost.
Go and get them.
Look! It's Cao Cao's army! Cao Cao has come!
We don't have time to worry about the peasants. Hurry after Liu Bei. That's it.
Looking rough. The enemy officer has been defeated.
You won't be reaching Lord Liu Bei without cutting me down first!
Admire your spirit, but we will pass. Mark my words.
He has finally caught up. The enemy officer
Now to go after
has been
Liu
defeated. The enemy officer
Go ahead, brother.
has been defeated.
Zhao Yun and I shall hold them here.
But... Very well. But you are to return alive and unharmed, you hear?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Damn you! I shall slay Liu Bei myself.
Cao Cao soldiers! Someone help us! Somebody, please help! Lord Liu Bei's son, Otto! He's been left behind!
Good Zhang Fei. Let me go. Hold the position here. I shall bring back Otto. Forward march!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. Cowardly servants of Cao Cao, heed my words. Here stands Zhang Fei of Yan. Come at me if you crave death!
Look! It's Cao Cao's army! Cao Cao has come!
The enemy officer
We defeat this officer,
has been
and the
defeated.
people will flee. But we need not scare the peasants more than necessary.
Let's go. Otto, it is good to see you unharmed. I, Zhao Yun, shall protect you with my life. Forward march!
It's no good! I can't keep up anymore!
Let's go. Managed to cut them off just like Lord Jiashu said. I'll keep Liu Bei occupied.
I can't take another step.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
All right, let's catch up to Liu Bei while we can.
Is ours.
We cannot stop here.
We must keep pushing on. The common folk who trusted me have been caught up in the fight. Was this march a mistake?
Cao Cao's forces are attacking innocent people? Those rotten bastards!
The battle is more or less going as expected. We should make our way to Lord Liu Bei.
Take this! You have to fight you! Alright, let's do this!
With all my might.
Stop where you are! You're not going anywhere! I'll make sure you fall by my sword!
We have no time to waste on the likes of you! Out of our way!
Gotcha!
Let's go! Look! Cao Cao soldiers have gone away! Quickly! Let's flee now while we can!
What is this?
The enemy officer
Dragon
has been
burning with
defeated.
fury, and I will rip apart any who dare to get in my way!
It's as if my blade was cutting nothing but air! Truly formidable foe.
Damn it! I'm gonna retreat for now. I hope you can get away safely, brother.
Zhuge Liang, you made it. Discussions in Jiangxia went well, I take it?
Without an issue. Lord Guan Yu should arrive in due time with reinforcements. I will now prepare for Cao Cao's main force. Once we rout their officers, we could start putting our plans into place.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go.
There's no way you can catch up, so don't bother chasing me.
We've fended off their officers and will begin preparations as instructed by Lord Zhuge Liang.
Let's go.
I am ready.
The enemy officer has been defeated. All forces are to pursue him with every man available. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Now! That's Cao Cao's main force. It's over for us if they catch up to us. We must hurry! With all my might.
Between the terrain here and Zhuge Liang, I don't think we're getting out of this easily.
The enemy officer
Capable
has
sword,
been
to say
defeated.
the least. Keep that up!
I guess this place belongs to me now.
So you would try to stop us. There's much to say. But for now, we fight!
There is value in retreat.
My apologies for the wait. We've come with forces borrowed from Jiangsha.
The momentum is on our side. Excellent opportunity. In this here. There we go. Take it out. Is this the end for me? After all the sacrifices my comrades have made for me, here's how I repay them.
The enemy officer has
Lord
been
Liu Bei,
defeated.
we'll hold them off. Escape while you can.
I've been waiting.
Show our children and grandchildren. Show them a world in which they can live freely and without strife. All my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You have my word. I will make it a reality.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
So he managed to get away. A man of Liu Bei's capabilities is a threat indeed. So, Liu Bei's escaped us again.
I truly thought we had him. It should have been over.
So now what?
There's no point continuing this chase any further. We would just be sacrificing more men.
It pains me to say it, but I agree. I'll gather our troops and withdraw to Shangyang.
Good. Liu Bei. Just as I foresaw, you have become the main obstacle standing in my way. But if you insist on taking to the skies like a dragon, you leave me no choice but to shoot you down. It is down to fate now. When we meet again, we will find out once and for all which of us has been chosen by the heavens.
What a battle. I can scarcely believe all that happened. Lord Cao Yun, charging alone through Cao Cao's camp. Lord Teng Fei, standing alone and fighting what seemed like an entire army. Despite knowing the danger, the people of Xiangyang are following Lord Liu Bei all the way to Jiangsha. I doubt anyone ever imagined such a thing was possible. Did you? It was a feat only Lord Liu Bei could accomplish. Truly, he is a foe to be feared. People's hearts are a strange and puzzling thing. With heart alone, a mediocre warrior can transform himself into an army of one, while powerless peasants can be turned into a mighty army. That is why Cao Cao fears Lord Liu Bei, his power to sway the hearts of the people. That alone makes him more formidable than the mightiest warrior. But then, hearts are also fickle and change like the wind. Lord Cao Cao seeks to govern the world with reason. This is a firmer foundation. That is why I believe he is the stronger of the two. But which of these two ways will sway the people? Which path does the world seek from its heroes? Perhaps the next battle will provide the answer.
Liu Bei has moved from Jiangsha to Fangkou. He may be seeking refuge with the Sun clan.
The Sun clan. They were in their prime under Sun Ce, but since the succession, they have been weakened by internal conflict and intrigue.
That said, Wu remains one of the most powerful forces in the realm today, comparable only to ourselves and to Liu Jiang of Bashu. I imagine Liu Bei is carefully considering who to ally with against us. Liu Jiang or Sun Quan?
Of those two, Sun Quan is the clear choice. Consider his officers, Cheng Pu, Huang Gai, and Heng Deng, followed by Zhou Yu and Lu Su. A fine mix of age and wisdom with youth and intelligence.
Yes, but we have the superior force and an overwhelming advantage in numbers. We could try to contact Wu and ask for their surrender.
Yes, If they were wise and the terms were fair, they would surely consider it, especially once they see the size of our army.
It's worth a try. Send an envoy. Sun Jian or Sun Ce would simply reject the offer no matter the terms. But with Sun Quan in charge, perhaps they will listen to reason.
And if they do refuse our terms, we will simply apply pressure on the Sun clan and fracture their coalition.
Yes, and while we wait for a reply, we can continue training our naval forces.
Our troops are men of the plains, not the sea. We need experienced naval officers to make them into seafarers.
Wu is located on the banks of the Yangtze River, and they likely have sailors aplenty. Whereas I doubt our army holds a single experienced mariner.
Perhaps we could enlist the help of the officers we captured in Jing. Many of them are well versed in naval matters.
We have little choice in the matter. We cannot avoid a fight on the river and will need their aid. Reorganize our forces, taking into account our disadvantage on the water. We want as many ships and men as we can afford. This may be our only opportunity to smash those who oppose us in one fell swoop. We cannot afford to let it slip from our grasp.
I did not expect them to reject our terms. A wandering general with barely an army to his name convinced them to join him in fighting the greatest army in the realm.
By sheer force of will, he's dragged the whole nation into his war. Liu Bei's is as troublesome as I feared.
What say you, my lord? It is no small matter to go to war against a nation as powerful as Wu.
It changes nothing. Our goal remains the same. We will continue the naval training and trust in our strategy to win the day. If we fool ourselves into thinking he is guided by anything other than emotion and instinct, the road to victory will be hard. We can only defeat Liu Bei with our own logic and reason.
Why, if it isn't Shi Shu? How long has it been?
Pang Tong, what brings you here?
I'm here to respond to an offer. Lord Cao Cao has asked me to join his army.
You too, eh?
You don't sound pleased, Shishu. As long as I've known you, you've always chosen the difficult road. I wish you'd try doing what you want more often.
What I want? Well, that's easier said than done. I'm no sleeping dragon, nor am I a fledgling phoenix. I've neither talons to catch the clouds, nor wings to soar through the sky. I'm bound to land, a humble woodlouse hurrying about its business.
No man is without shackles, no matter how free he thinks he is. That goes for peasants, generals, and yes, even Zhuge Liang. But even shackled, it is up to each of us to decide how to make the most of our situation.
Oh?
Yes, dragons and phoenixes soar through the sky, but we must not overlook the mice and lice scurrying upon the ground. They may sometimes gaze up at the great flying beasts with envy, but then they grit their teeth and carry on with their own business. That is how you've always been, and I admire you for it.
Lord Pangtong, Lord Cao Cao wishes to see you. He is waiting in his tent.
Duty calls, and this old phoenix must heed the summons. Until next time, then.
Pangtong.
It's you. But I suppose it's only natural we'd run into each other. Simple. I'm in Lord Cao Cao's service now. When two men have different aspirations, it's only natural that they each follow their own path, which is what we've decided to do. These are turbulent times, after all. Your own path's taken a few twists and turns, hasn't it? No man under heaven has the right to gainsay another man's path, not when he's chosen it of his own volition. This path that I'm on now, well, it's the one I've chosen, and I won't be stepping off it, no matter what anyone says.
We have enough ships and enough men. We also have the fledgling Phoenix's plan and an insider. We've done all we can to prepare.
But even so, the joint forces of Sinchuan and Liu Bei are deployed on the Yangtze River and at Chibi, ready and waiting for our assault. Soldiers are valuable, not to be sacrificed. If the enemy were wise, they would never fight a battle that they thought they were destined to lose.
So you're saying they see a path to victory?
In numbers, we have the overwhelming advantage, but we must entertain the idea that they have devised the means to level the odds.
That makes sense. But what could it be?
Here, what worries me most is the chance of a fire attack. A massive fleet of vessels, packed tight on a river, will be a tempting target. But such an attack is risky. It's more than just setting a few fires amongst the enemy. Flame is a fickle enemy. Depending on the direction of the wind, the blaze can easily be swept towards one's own ships and men. The great Sun Tzu himself warned that fire attacks should only be used under certain circumstances.
The direction of the prevailing winds on the Yangtze seemed to preclude the possibility of a fire attack. For this reason, I too support Lord Pangtong's proposal. We should chain our ships together and form a stable platform across the river.
This would address the problem of our soldiers getting seasick. But what if the winds were to change direction?
I doubt that would happen. It's not impossible, I grant you that, but still, unlikely.
Which is why we will be counting on you. We may have cause to call upon your power as the Guardian of Peace.
You have the power to read the movement of the air itself, yes? Which means you'll be able to tell us the instant the winds change direction. Thank you. We are counting on you.
I've been relying on your extraordinary talents for a long time now, ever since we fought the Yellow Turbans many moons ago. You mustn't forget that more than any man, I know exactly what you're capable of. Now is the time to claim the mantle of greatness. After all, you are my Zluan, remember?
Do you have a moment? I have a request for you. Soon we'll be fighting the decisive battle at Chibi, and I want you to be at my side. Lord Chunyo, Lord Chunyu, and Jiashu, we know this battle will be full of danger and hidden perils. The problem is, none of us know exactly what they might be, and we've no way of figuring out either. We just don't know enough. We won't know the dangers until we stand on the battlefield itself, feel the shaking beneath our feet, taste the currents in the air. And who better to figure out those signs than you and me? Together we can roam the battlefield and snuff out the dangers as soon as they appear. If we do this, we lay the foundations for certain victory, and in turn pave the way for Lord Cao Cao's conquest. So let us go. Together.
I once was a thief.
I would love to live through this.
It is almost time to set out. This will be the greatest battle yet. Are you ready for it?
Good. Then let us go. From this moment on, you must be on your guard at all times.
Let's begin.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
With me here, I suppose our victory is all but assured.
Now go. All of my plans depend on this decisive battle. Each and every one of you must carry out your duties, so that we may claim a crushing victory. First, we shall send ships from our flanks to attack the enemy. When the time is right, we shall cut our way into their base from the front.
Time to advance!
Valiant tigers, unsheath your claws and bare your fangs to protect our land and maintain our pride!
For the sake of our inalienable ambitions,
we must take command of this battle! Let loose a rain of arrows! Do not let the enemy approach! All units, strengthen your guard! Repel the hostile offensive!
Looking rough.
The enemy has shifted entirely to defense. They must have some kind of plan.
Now, what chance of victory does the enemy believe they have? It would be in our best interest to find out for ourselves. We should be more than enough to fulfill such a task. Let us go.
The final battle is at hand. Behold, I shall join the fray!
So you've come. The enemy officer shall not be so easy to slip past me. The enemy officer has been defeated.
I was ever here.
Till next time.
There we go. Bear witness to my power.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go.
Try again.
Turn the tables.
Somehow, we made it. Now, let's do this!
Time to end this.
Guess I let my
The enemy officer
let anyone
has
through.
been defeated.
Come at us with all you have. Take this.
The enemy shows no signs of going on the offensive. Could they truly be waiting for the world to change?
The enemy officer
Since the enemy's
has
plan
been
is
defeated.
unclear, there's only so much we can do. Our priority for now should be whittling down their forces.
Very well. Time to rub salt into the wound.
It is time.
Let's go.
I shall pray to invoke the winds.
Good eye.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
That white fan, his appearance. It must be the sleeping dragon, Chibi. As long as he lives, he is sure to be a thorn in our side. March forward!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
As expected,
The enemy
you have
officer
bared your fangs
has been
at me.
defeated.
This is in line with my predictions.
Now is our chance to press the attack and take victory for ourselves. Advance the fleet. These ships, who is ours for the taking?
The odds are overwhelmingly in our favor. All the more reason to remain ever vigilant.
Now,
The enemy officer
I will
has been
begin my
defeated.
prayer. I shall summon the greatest gale I can muster.
Now, let's go.
Changban is praying?
To that.
There must be some other
The
meaning
enemy
behind
officer
it.
has been defeated.
Let's go. Very well. Victory! Take that.
The enemy officer has been
So they've
defeated.
arrived. Still, it's not yet time. We have to endure their assault for now.
Commence the advance. Annihilate the enemy with our fleet.
Let's go.
Now advance!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Is what I call intense. All fired up. You have gone down the wrong path.
Territory.
So I shall show you no mercy. Get out of my sight if you wish to live. Commence the advance.
Is that Lord Huangai? I can't believe it. He really defected from Wu.
I lacked the foresight to predict his betrayal. I shall take responsibility for this failure and stop him here. Now, advance!
Take this. Come. Sure did. At this point, there's nothing left to say.
Indeed, the enemy
Our blades
officer
shall do the
has
talking.
been defeated.
Okay, I give up. We'll get what's coming next time.
I shall pull back for now. Next time, it will not fall so easily.
Say for argument's sake that they compel the very winds to change direction. Not even such a miracle could change the outcome of this battle.
The enemy officer.
We have already advanced so far that if they attempted to set fire to our ships,
been defeated.
It would spread to their own.
The enemy officer
Quite
been defeated.
Still, my will cannot be broken so easily.
Good. Those troublesome archers have been dealt with. Our allies should be able to advance without a problem.
The enemy seems convinced that the wind will change, and that they'll be able to set fire to our ships regardless of how the battle unfolds. Ah, I see. In this situation, only one would be capable of setting fire to our ships, and that would be an ally. The enemy's plan hinges on someone among us.
It seems I can do no more. Retreat is the only option.
We didn't get away unscathed. Let us retreat and rally our forces for now.
I beg of you, do not miss the moment that the wind changes. The enemy's plan likely depends on that very moment. I imagine they will set fires deep within our ranks. I have an idea where they will be. Search the area the moment you sense a change in the wind.
I can fight no longer. I must escape while my body still allows it.
Defeat. This will not be where I die. However,
neither my heart nor my spear have broken.
Has been defeated.
We shall meet again.
An enemy assault. In that case, we shall do as planned.
Let's get serious. His prayer desk is certainly well guarded. Clearly they are up to something.
Here we go! You looking to have a bout with me? Kill some?
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer
victory in this
has been
moment.
defeated.
Savor it, for you'll see me again. The next time I see you, you're finished! Such great strength. Pulling back for now.
Good. We have penetrated their defenses. Now to crush them like ants!
They can no longer stand in our way. Press onward, unflinching, unstoppable.
The wind is blowing towards us now. This should not be possible.
The winds have begun to shift. Can we make it in time?
Let's march!
Lord Huanggai, what are you doing here? Well, you don't actually need to answer that. I already know that. You are the spark to light the fire.
So, this is how you got onto our plan then. It matters not. You will die before you can tell anyone.
Looking rough.
Cao Cao summoned this wind? Such a feat could not be accomplished by a mere man.
We are facing an enemy who possesses almost divine power. Anything is possible at this point.
Got you! Let's go!
With
all my might.
A display of higher power to strike fear in the enemy's heart. So this too was an effect of that prayer. He is a formidable foe indeed.
That's it. The winds have changed. This is going to work.
The enemy
Not
officer
a moment to waste.
has been defeated.
We must stop Huang Gai. Post haste.
The future of Wu rests on my shoulders. Let's go. I cannot fall now.
We've eliminated a key component to their plan. Now, we can finish this without distraction. You prevented disaster and led us closer to victory from the shadows. So, this is how you choose to fight.
Quickest route to victory is close to us.
The enemy officer.
We have no choice but to take up arms. Ready the troops! Form ranks! Give this battle your all!
Let's go. The enemy officer has been defeated.
If we work together, we can turn this around. Victory is still within our reach.
Our victory is all but guaranteed now. Forward, my brave men, to victory.
So, you are here to stop me. There's no need for words. I will simply do all I can to fend you off.
You are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms. Take this. Let's go.
No matter the foe who stands before me, I will defeat you!
What is this? The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
See you! You're finished!
You'll accept this, won't you?
You are mine.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might. Coming through. I've been waiting. He's quaking in
The
there.
enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Rest assured, payback awaits you.
The enemy officer
I can fight no
has been
longer.
defeated.
I must escape while my body still allows it.
The enemy officer must
retreat
has
for
been defeated.
Next time, it will be different.
You'll accept this, won't you?
Now is your moment! Time to show the world what we're made of!
Got you!
With all my might.
They have spirit, I'll give them that.
The enemy officer
But we
has
won't
been
lose.
defeated.
We haven't lost yet. As long as we have strength enough to hold a sword!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I will win. If not today, then someday. The tiger's fangs are not so easily broken. No, I cannot fall here. I must find a way to escape, no matter what.
The coalition forces have been swept from the field. We owe this great victory to everyone's efforts and valor. Be proud. This victory belongs to all of you, my shrewd and courageous allies.
It appears that we've secured victory at last.
Yes, and with it, a powerful foothold in Jing. But the war's far from over, It is too early to let down our guard. As we expected, the armies of Liu Bei and Sun Quan have begun to pull back. They're not wasting any time. We must deliver a crushing blow now, while their forces are in disarray. Otherwise, they will be able to regroup and launch a counterattack.
Order all troops to pursue the enemy. We must honor the sacrifices of all who brought us this far, and ensure that this victory is complete.
Consider it done, Cao Cao.
We won this battle by a hair's breadth. If not for all of you, it would have had a very different outcome.
I suppose there's no point in humility. We did save the day. But so did everyone else. This was a victory won by your men and your allies, all of them. As much as I'd like to, we can't take all the credit.
Still, we all know a great portion of that credit goes to you, and you will have your reward. The world will soon know what you've done today.
A reward? Well, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to a cup of your finest wine. Of course, even that wouldn't be enough on its own. What we really want is a world of justice and fairness where everyone can live in peace. You give us that, and we could truly enjoy our wine.
Very well, my friend. If that is truly your wish, then it shall be yours.
Lord Goja, your leadership at Chibi was magnificent.
The tiger bent the knee, but broke no fang. The dragon headed towards Yi province in pursuit of territory. I'm not sure why the result was anything less than perfect.
Still, the fact remains that we gained strategic land.
It's cause for celebration, to be sure.
Never let victory make you complacent. Maintain your focus!
Keep both the mind and blade sharp, and well honed.
Hey, Cao Cao. Someone's looking rather content.
There's no contentment to be found. Yet. Our new kingdom remains beyond us still. Our true journey is only just beginning. We inherit the past and move into turbulent times. We shall not let up on our pace.
Good timing. We were just thinking about your future with us.
Your service under Cao Cao has far exceeded expectations. Protocol dictates that you should be rewarded with a position of some sort.
But taking on such a position comes with its own duties and obligations.
It does. That is why I have decided to leave the decision to you. One option is to become a general and fight for us openly. You will have a great deal less freedom, but your sacrifice will be rewarded with fame and glory. Or you may choose to support us from the shadows as an officer with no official title. Although your deeds may go unnoticed, you will have the same unimpeded freedom that you currently enjoy. Zluan, which path will you choose? Good. We would be more than happy to have you in our ranks.
If that is your choice, then let's take this opportunity to grant you a proper rank and title.
Cao Cao will take all of your past achievements into consideration to bestow something suitable upon you.
Our lord is a poet after all. I'm sure whatever he comes up with will be magnificent.
I will give it some thought. You won't regret the wait, Zluan.
How can I ever thank you enough for curing my father of that dreadful disease?
It is I who should be thanking you. Your request allowed me to gain yet another valuable experience as a doctor. And I am always glad to be of service. Please tell him to take care of himself as he recovers.
I will. By the way, Master Yuanhua, do you plan on leaving town already?
Yes, I do. I've received word that my companion is waiting for me outside the castle. But I am not really sure where we will be going next. And with that, I bid you farewell. I hope you never need to see me again.
Master Yuanhua, please, wait!
Didn't I just say I hoped you'd never need to see me again? Is something wrong? Have I left something behind, perhaps?
No, it's just... Would you let me be your apprentice?
My apprentice?
I've already discussed it with my father. You're the only one who made a real effort to treat him when every doctor in town gave up. And you were the one to finally cure him. Watching you do that, it changed me as a man. I told my father, imagine if I could become a doctor like him.
An apprentice? I once would have dismissed the idea as undeserved flattery. But, yes, perhaps it's not such a bad idea. I do need someone to inherit all of the wisdom and knowledge passed down to me after all.
Then you...
I will accept you as my new apprentice. But know now that I have no idea what I will teach you, or how much.
Thank you so much, Master Yuanhua! Oh, Yuanhua is your courtesy name, isn't it? I think I should know the true name of someone who's to be my mentor. Would you mind telling it to me?
Oh, I suppose I haven't properly introduced myself. My name is Hua Tuo. Please, call me Hua Yuanhua.
All right, it's a race! I'm next! Wait!
I am a bird with no wings, dashed against the earth. Blood clouds my sight, blinding me to the true hero's visage. What sort of peace can possibly be built after so much needless death and so many forsaken ideals? The answer still eludes me. But Cao Cao is the hero you have chosen, and you have decided to carry on Juha's dream for the future. So for now, I'll be watching you, and hoping that the path you choose for the sake of her dream will bring peace to our world.
Go, Siluan. You have found your path. You found comrades to accompany you. And you're certain to reach it. A land of peace,